All right, so what's at stake this week in Michigan Dynasty? A good bit. Obviously, don't want to get trap gamed by Northwestern. 1-9 on the season, 0-7 in the Big Ten. But then we come over here to the top 25. We beat Northwestern, and Ohio State beats Indiana, which they should. We are set up for a potential game of the century, number 1 versus number 2 in the game next Saturday, which would, in our first ever season of Michigan Dynasty, just be absolutely crazy. You know, you kind of expect it. There is also Colorado in this universe being 10-0. Now, let's head over, actually, to the Big Ten standings, because I'm fairly certain, and I think we talked about this before, that it is already a given, and yes, it is, that we will face Ohio State in back-to-back games. No matter the result of the game next Saturday, we will face Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. Both teams could lose out and still make it in over Oregon. Because we both have wins over Oregon. Now, I guess there is Washington. We're good when it comes to Washington. We beat them. They're the only other ones that can touch Ohio State. And I don't believe Ohio State played them. If they did and they won, then that's all settled. So I guess in theory it's not a lock yet. They did not play Washington. So it could be up to some sort of tiebreaker. And then Washington's got to win out, of course, as well. So not exactly a lock, but pretty much a lock. But that's what we have at stake. A number 1 versus number 2. Regardless of if we're 1 or 2, would just be so cool to have that happen here in this first season of Michigan Dynasty. So as we head back to the trap game point, let's just not have that happen, and we're going to be okay.
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
Michigan kicks off to start this rivalry game, if you will. This is the battle for the George Jewett Trophy. First African-American player to play for both Michigan and Northwestern. Now, I don't know if the trophy is in the game. It doesn't really appear in there. We're not in the college football playoff. What are we doing here? So, the Big House rocking, because not only is this a rivalry game, if you will, it is also Senior Day here at the Big House. And I think that's Cam Porter, and it is, for 10 yards on the first play of the game. And Northwestern will head into the hurry-up offense. Got smacked in the mouth there. 2nd and inches. Mason Graham is in there, but Cam Porter will get the yard to pick up the first down to the 36-yard line, and now they'll actually huddle up. First down, Northwestern. They'll bring a man in motion. It's actually Porter. Got popped by Barham, but he actually bounced off of him. That's a 2-yard gain. Going to be interesting to see here just how much Northwestern throws the ball. I can't imagine all that much bouncing around and picking up decent yardage there on the play. 3rd down and 4. Do they trust their running game enough to pick up 4 yards, or are they going to throw the ball? They're going to throw for it. Over the middle, big hit, and that is incomplete. Couldn't see the ball there in that, but Northwestern will pick up a first down. And Michigan will get it after the punt. We got to call a fair catch at the 21-yard line, because we know nobody blocks on special teams here in this game. Well, Donovan Edwards' dream of getting a 2,000-yard season is kind of on life support here. But we'll kind of see what happens. It's just a rather unimportant goal here for us. On a drag on the first play of the game, Marlon Klein out past the 40. to the 42. And I checked the awards off stream. And now Colston Loveland was second in the country when it came to best tight ends. And Marlon Klein, I think, has just got to be a big reason why. Whereas IRL Michigan really has to feed Colston Loveland. We've been able to really utilize both Loveland and Klein very well. Big gainer on our first pass of the game. And here's Donovan Edwards cutting that back up the middle. Probably could have gotten a few more yards there if I wasn't stupid, but that's a gain of 6 to the 48-yard line.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
Edwards got some blocks out there. There is a flag down. For the moment, it's going to be a first down, but this is going to come back on a hold. Damn it.
So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And now on second down for this offense.
Well, that's unexpected. We haven't done that a lot this season. Second down and 14. Orgy to fire. He's got a wide open man, and there is Colston Loveland inside the 30. 2 completions to our 2 tight ends here on this opening drive, and both big gainers. Now, it's just about a given that at least here in the regular season, we are not going to have a 1,000-yard receiver. As here's Mullings on the counter. 68 out there, not doing much, but Mullings able to pick up 9 yards. Inside the red zone goes Michigan to the 19-yard line. And here's the Don. We picked up a block. Kind of got hung up there, but Edwards to the 7. Damn it, that was a touchdown. We don't run into our own man. That's a touchdown. I wanted to call an actual touch pass, but I guess we're just going to keep the ball on the ground here once again and maybe pile on Edwards' touchdown numbers for the year. The Don outside, touchdown, Michigan. Donovan Edwards. Drive was mostly him, but there in the running game, we got everything we wanted. I mean, when Khalil Mullings is rushing for 9, when we got started the season, pretty much release day Khalil Mullings out here. When Mullings is able to pick up 9 yards on a play, when the blocking wasn't even all that good, you know the run game's working.
Lining up to tack one more onto that.
PAT attempt for Dominic Savata is up and good. Just like that, 7-0 Michigan. 6 plays, 3 minutes, and 13 seconds in total. I didn't notice this on the opening kick, but bunch of wind at our back. I guess I should have known this is a pretty deep kick here at back of the end zone from Tommy Doman. Northwestern will take over at the 25. So the Wildcats ran the ball decently well there on the first drive of the game, but then just kind of got stopped. However, they throw it here. Will Johnson only tripped up the receiver. That's a Northwestern first down. You can let them get drags all they want. Here we go. Oh, God, they actually got good run blocking already on the Michigan side of the field. Because I really trust, especially if we run some zone defense, that they're not going to be able to get much on those short passes. On the throw over the middle, that was weird as hell. Second down and 8. Might be a little bit off sequence here, the Wildcats. They go empty here on second down and 8. And just a quick one over the middle. That's what I'm talking about. Quick drag complete, but no gain on that completion. Derek Moore got in there, sacked back to the 48. First time we've hit Lausch in the game. And that'll be a Northwestern punt as, once again, the Wildcats move the ball. Their first couple plays of the drive, and then everything just kind of stalls out. Derek Moore in there on that sack. That'll be the second punt already for Northwestern. Just past 6 minutes into the game. Toward the sideline, not looking like a good punt. It's inside the 20. It certainly could have been worse. First down, empty backfield, Alex Orji. Watch out for Samaj Morgan here on the play. We're going to go over there. Looking for Samaj. It's off his hands. Probably shouldn't have gone up for an aggressive catch there on that. We didn't really need to. 2nd and 10 from the 18, and here's Edwards. Donovan Edwards with a move, and Donovan Edwards could just go the distance. 82 yards for the Don. One juke is all it took, and it's not going to be a very fun day to be Northwestern from the early looks of it. They loaded the line, and when we got some blocks there on that play, and the safety was the only one with a chance, that right there is all it took. Ankles broken, and the Don was gone. Well, maybe 2,000 yards isn't quite dead for Donovan Edwards just yet, because he's actually over 100 already on 4 carries. Quick strike for Michigan. 17 seconds.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
Although something does tell me that Northwestern is going to find the end zone here in this game. We're going to force a return, which is probably not a very good idea. They'll get up to the 19-yard line. I guess we're pinning him back a little bit deeper than we were with the touchback. So I guess we're going to continue to try that. On the run, hole filled by Jayshawn Barham. Not much there on first down. Porter in the backfield again with Lausch. It'll be to Cam Porter. Oh, my goodness. Some elusiveness there out of Porter. Just a quick little cut. And if I was Northwestern, I'd run him on every single play. That was a nice little cut. Over the middle, dropped. I thought that was a hit by Barham. It was actually Jaden McBurrows. Remember, once again, we got 2 number 1s on this defense for whatever reason. Lausch looking back to throw. Down he goes, Josiah Stewart. Back to the 26. First down marker almost up at the 44. Stewart couldn't get free. That's picked off, and that's Barham. What a first quarter. What a first 7 minutes. Barham's been all over the field, and they just threw it right to him. You know, people criticize SEC teams for playing Little Sisters of the Poor Tech in November, but here we are playing Northwestern, and that's just about the same here in video game land. Well, we'll be back on the run with Donovan Edwards, and they got blocks again. Tried to escape there to the outside. I actually should have cut to the left, right there. That could have been a huge play. 2nd down and 2. Oh, if we get some pass protection. Uh-oh, we got nothing. A sack for Northwestern might actually make things a little bit interesting here for Michigan. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Needing the 21-yard line. And they're bringing pressure. We'll get that out to Edwards, but just read really, really well. That's a loss of 2 yards. And we'll trot out Dominic Savada for a lengthy one. I think we got it. Oh, boy. No, we didn't. I don't really know why we missed that one. That looked like we were aimed pretty well to me, but maybe the wind at our back pushed it. I have no idea. That was weird. Very, very strange. All right, well, Northwestern will take over. The first empty drive for Michigan here in this game. And Northwestern back to fire. That is a completed pass up to the 45-yard line. That was Barham in coverage. Slow start to this game for Mason Graham. Really both defensive tackles, and that's not going anywhere. That was Cam Porter swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be 2nd and 12. For whatever reason, I just couldn't move Josiah Stewart there. Good blocks, and Cam Porter will pick up a first down to the 44. Like I said, I don't think we're keeping this team off the board. The hurry-up offense just going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I guess it depends also on if they have a kicker. There's a big hit by Derek Moore, already his 3rd tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards to the 42. Porter, no, not Porter. Well, it will be Porter anyway. Brought down by Rod Moore back at the 44. 3rd and 10. Louch to fire. Big hit there, Makari Page. And that will force at least a punt formation for Northwestern. Just not quite in field goal range, and we hit the kicker. That will be a Northwestern first down as the AI does the dumb. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Brandon Hillman. That never had a chance of being blocked. So first down Northwestern to the 24. It's a big penalty. Josiah Stewart making plays again. It's pretty much, I think, going to take a big sack here on Louch to knock them out of field goal range. He'll be back to pass. He'll throw it short, and that's another 3-yard loss. Back to the 30-yard line. I guess at this point it might depend on what kind of kicker they've got. From the 30-yard line, they need the 14. It's a screen pass, read well, incomplete. Big hit, and they will go for the 3. Looked to be some pretty decent stats for the kicker, but that win proved tricky for us. That is good, and Northwestern, as I figured, is on the board. How we shut out Oregon, but nobody else, I have no idea. I was really worried that I think Page coming off the edge there was going to run into the kicker again. So that penalty eventually does cost us 3 points. We had forced a punt. The return from Cole Cabana. No blocks. Well, we got to throw the ball at some point here today. Oh, my God. We get some pass protection here. Watch out, Colston Loveland. Yeah, watch out, Colston Loveland. How about this? If he can outrun the safety, that is a 79-yard touchdown for Colston Loveland. Loveland is not exactly in the Heisman conversation here in Dynasty, but I will allow it. He is our pretty much... It's him and Marlon Klein as our capable pass catchers on this team. Outrunning Dahan. Second massive chunk play for a score for the Wolverines. 2 catches, 113 yards for Colston. Zavada true this time on the PAT. So we've had a 2-play drive on the 82-yard Donovan Edwards score, and now a 1-play drive that goes 79 yards to Loveland. And we're still in the first quarter. This might be a game where Davis Warren or anybody else might see some time here today. We might, you know what? We might give a little Jack Tuttle tribute.
Take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen.
2nd and 8. It is senior day. Last time we'll be in the big house this year. Cam Porter cut down. And now 3rd and 5. For whatever reason, Josiah Stewart is lined up on the interior here. That's open over the middle. Will Johnson speared him down. Ball for the moment is picked up by Michigan. I'm not so certain that's going to stand. Will Johnson. What the fuck did I just see? We're not playing WWE 2K24. I think this is getting reviewed. It doesn't. So, okay, I got to go take a look at this. When does this ball come out? Johnson just catches him. I mean, I don't really know how unless... I don't know how he wouldn't be down. That certainly looks like that comes out on the ground, but we better snap this ball. We'll take the break. Here's the Don. Good play off the edge. 6 carries, 117 yards for Donovan Edwards.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised.
Try and throw the ball.
Right back to it.
We'll head over to Marlon Klein. Klein tried to stiff arm. He'll pick up the first down. 140 passing yards for Alex Orji here in this first quarter alone. Play action. Orji looking. Good ball. Loveland. Touchdown, Michigan. Extra point away from 28. First quarter points. And hell, we're able to find Loveland here in the first 2-3 quarters of this game, a whole bunch. He might get a 1,000-yard season. I have no idea. He needed like 300 something. I want to say 340 yards in 2 games. He's got 140 so far today. 23 seconds left in this first quarter. It is 28-3 Michigan. Can't really act surprised. This is what we expected. This Northwestern team has not won a Big Ten game. Their sole win on the year came against an FCS team.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
Well, that fumble that I have no idea how it was a fumble, but was indeed a fumble. Costly for Northwestern as there is another sack. Micah Pollard, the linebacker. That ends quarter number 1, 28-3. Their defense has not made plays. We start the second quarter already in a really bad way is Northwestern, but they get the edge here. Makari Page can make the tackle. Jaden McBurrows will. 3rd down and 4. I mean, I'm serious. Every single play should put the ball in the hands of number 4. Throwing over the middle. That's a good ball. And a catch and across midfield are the Wildcats. Wide receiver Bryce Kurtz. Now she'll bring a man in motion. Not a touch pass, and that's also not Cam Porter. That is a 7-yard loss on a slight bit of trickery there from Northwestern. Fake the touch pass, and that just did not go well for him. They might here do it again. And they did do it again. I don't know how. Lausch got that ball away, spiked it into the ground. He's also very lucky that wasn't a backwards pass. It was borderline. 3rd down and 17 from their own 46. Needing the 37. Lausch over the middle, knocked away. Rod Moore. I think it credited Jaden Mangum there on that, but it is what it is. Moo Why are we mooing? We didn't touch the punter this time, so that's good. We're not going to give Northwestern more points. I mean, you really kind of got to feel bad. I mean, this is just, it's just all business today. Get to 11-0, set up a number 1 versus number 2 matchup, hopefully. Loveland has nobody on him. There's Colston Loveland again. Oh, my goodness. Colston Loveland, touchdown number 3 on the game. Colston Loveland is nearing 200 yards. In fact, he might even be at it. We have 12:48 to go in the second quarter.
Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defense is just
Oh, no. Hey, we've won 6 games now. Going to a bowl game. Pretty much after the Illinois loss, that was about the only hope that we had, was just trying to go to a bowl game. This might be pull your starters after after halftime. Well, it's hard to beat anybody when you don't have a quarterback that belongs in Division I. Because none of the guys we have do. Was that Colston Loveland playing special teams? I think it was. Well, Northwestern, please make this a little interesting. I don't know if they're capable of doing that. That one thrown, big hit there on the outside by Jaden McBurrows, but that is caught for a first down. Up to the 30. This feels like a run to Porter, and it is a run to Porter. Broken tackle, Mason Graham, and I think Jayshon Barham and Josiah Stewart combined there on that. Oh, no, Army's losing? No! Don't let it happen. 2nd and 7. It is not Porter. Lausch does just get it away. Derek Moore, another quarterback pressure. You know that Northwestern's putting this ball in the air. They have to. Stewart got free. Incomplete. Lausch throws into double coverage, and the struggles will continue for Northwestern. I'd say let's just keep this ball on the ground and not just completely kill him, but... Uh-oh. Oh, if we didn't run into our own man there, we might have been gone. But they can't stop the run either. We've got 245 passing yards, a slew of rushing yards already. And here's the Don, and, well, for once, we actually don't block. 7 carries, 118 yards for Donovan Edwards. You know what? I wanted to run weak side. We actually will run strong side. I trust that we can pick up some blocks, and we do. Edwards, first down Michigan, out past the 45. Something tells me either Edwards or Moore are going to be open here on this play. We're going to go in the direction of Moore. Deep one, incomplete. That was actually covered really well on both sides. I don't know what to do. Not many incompletions here in the game for Alex Orji. Uh-oh. Couldn't get it away. This is going to be a massive sack. I was trying to throw it away. Tommy Dolman has not punted today. Tyler Morris has some pretty close coverage in there. Uh-oh. Orji gets hit, and Morris couldn't get free out there on the edge. I just never saw him get free. Worst Michigan drive of the game, and our first punt of the day. Unfortunately, into the wind. Tommy Dolman sends it off. Gunners going wide again. I hate when they do that. Returned up to the 27. Northwestern is actually winning the time of possession battle because we have just scored so quickly, which has just not been our formula all year long. Louch the throw. He's got an open man. Big gainer for the Wildcats up to the 44. Bryce Kurtz might be the only really good thing happening here in the Northwestern passing game. Now, I'll tell you what, this right guard has done a very nice job on Mason Graham as that's dropped. Will Johnson just breathed on him. And he dropped that ball.
Now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 44. Louch. He'll throw over the middle. He's got a man again. Northwestern down to the 33. 12 of 21 for Jack Louch. And Northwestern's desperation right now, letting Louch throw the football. Oh, that's complete. Short. Nice move there to the middle. Gain of about 10 there on the play. Joseph Hyman the second. You know who I haven't seen at all in this game? A.J. Henning. Former Michigan player. That's a blitz, and this might be a Northwestern touchdown, and it is. Rod Moore, I don't know why he overcommitted that badly. When I got switched onto him, I had no chance. He's already passed him. But guess who? Cam Porter is in the end zone. Number 4 is about to be just about all of Northwestern's offense here today. Might have just been one of those funky man coverage plays. In fact, we might have actually had cover 1. No, we had a blitz on. I have no idea. No idea, but a very interesting man coverage there. 7:09 to go before halftime. PAT is good to make it 35-10.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college,
No reason not to bring this out.
check this out.
A Marion Stewart. Nada. Only the 14. Maybe there was a reason not to bring it out, but it is what it is. First down, Michigan from the 14-yard line. Edwards ran into his own guy, but still a good gain of 7. Down to the 22-yard line.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's
Orgy on the move.
looking downfield.
Oh, what the...
Throws it back across his
That is all on my goddamn receiver. That is just fucking miserable. You're on a slant. What are you doing stopping midfield?
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that,
I didn't playmaker him. I didn't do anything.
Between him and his wide receiver, they just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense.
I mean, I guess you could say that's on us for a bad ball, but I have no idea. We are actively letting Northwestern back in this game because one play touchdown.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, this has gone wrong quickly. Northwestern just scored 2 touchdowns in about 40 seconds, if that.
Start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points.
After not finding the end zone up until about 40 seconds ago.
And after the
PAT will be good.
trail 35-17, that's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position.
18-point game, and as things stand.
So they got the score. The lead is
So after the last disaster of
no return coming. He'll
starting our drive at the 14-yard line, we will certainly not do that again.
After that last pick,
We're on strong side here behind a couple of tight ends, Loveland and Klein. Actually, no, we won't. Edwards for about 8 yards.
And you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coach.
We need to humble Northwestern. Remember who's supposed to win this game. We're looking for Samaj Morgan. There's a flag down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is
Pass interference is the call
defense with pass interference coming.
on Northwestern. So first down Michigan up to the 47.
On that last play, you could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
Here is Edwards trying to cut it back, find a lane. There is none to be found. Well, the running game that was looking so strong to start this game, all of a sudden has nothing going. Marlon Klein kind of got picked off there on the play, and he drops it downfield.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his
Maybe we were moving the ball too well.
target, but it was the hit on the play that forced
Third down. Let's see if Northwestern wants to bring pressure. Nope, they'll back it off. Orgy up the middle. We'll just run through a man. Run through multiple Northwestern defenders. First real time today that Orgy has taken off. Pressure coming. It's picked up. Thrown on the run and dropped once again. Oh, don't tell me this is going to carry over to Michigan Dynasty now, too. I mean, we have just struggled in every single game we play with drops as of late. Here is Cole Cabana, actually. He picks up 6. It'll be third down and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense
On the throw, that is caught by Loveland, but short.
you keep doing this, they'll go all the way.
All right, giving the ball back to Northwestern. They got a little bit of momentum going right now, and I don't like it.
Do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go.
How are the Spartans doing? Well,
Create it, and as a
our
result,
last game did not go the way that we wanted. We'll just put it that way.
setting up fourth down.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Looks like a close game. Well, it's a lot closer than I certainly thought it was going to be. I'm just going to make sure that Morris runs that slant. Wide open is Samaj Morgan. Touchdown, Michigan.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
That was what I was hoping for earlier when we ran that play.
Really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you face a 1-9 Northwestern team. I mean, this game was never going to be close. It's all leading up to next week right now.
That's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Don't get too used to this Michigan team being heavy on the passing. Yeah, well, they scored 14 of those in about 40 seconds.
Didn't find any crease in that kick.
They actually had a decent drive there. Oh, Miles Hinton with a high re-injury risk. Even though the game is going to put him back, we will certainly substitute Frazier.
The Northwestern offense returns to
But, yeah, no, that 14 points that Northwestern scored in about 40 seconds. Just really unfortunate. Big hit and still a catch.
Uncommon for offense.
They have targeted McBurrows a good bit here in this game.
Early, but they found something last drive, David.
2-minute timeout has been reached.
You just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where
Somebody's got to get home here. We're bringing 6. Northwestern knows they need a lot of yards. Nope, that got picked up, and we couldn't bring him down. First down Northwestern as Jack Lausch is over 200 yards passing. Wildcats will hurry to the line. They've had a different gear here in quarter number 2. Another missed tackle. I mean, I guess we got to call man. I don't know what the fuck else to do. And I'll tell you what, we got to get Mason Graham going. That's about the first time all season that I've said that. Bullied through his man, and that's picked off. Jaden Mangum.
Looks for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here.
Yeah, there we go.
Already in this game. He's got
Second interception for Lausch. Mason Graham, for really the first time, got free on that, and I think Lausch just got spooked.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
Well, no reason not to try and put more points on the board. That's going to be Loveland. That's going to be wide open. Colston Loveland down the sideline and out of bounds. At the 49, Alex Orji, 309 yards, I believe that said, here in this first half alone, on 10 of 16. That just goes to show you just how big the plays we've gotten on them have been. There is Loveland again, underthrown. All right. That ain't going to work for Morgan unless we flip this play. Then it might have a chance. But in theory, he's going to pick up that safety help. We'll bring Moore in on that slant. Hopefully that draws out the safety. It did. Well, at least to Samaj Morgan. They double cover him. Leave Frederick Moore wide open. All 3 timeouts remaining for Michigan. Tyler Morris. Tyler Morris. Not a great ball from Orji, but it'll be 1st and goal down to the 9. I guess we'll burn that first time out. I don't know if he got out of bounds or not. I don't think so. So 1st and goal.
You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
Orji trying to escape out wide. Speed will allow him to do so. Out of bounds at the 2. Well, this actually isn't that great of a thing for us here. Now we're they didn't put anybody on Samaj.
On 2nd down,
oh, Orji. Oh my God. Back of the end zone, touchdown Michigan. It worked the second time. Oh, Jesus.
That's number 2 on the day.
Well, truth be told, our starters shouldn't see the field in the second half. But I think they're at least going to see the 3rd quarter, at least part of it.
Lining up for the PAT.
We got a big game next week. We certainly don't want to have any injuries, but we also don't want to, get it complacent and just get off our game. We'll throw a few passes with Davis Warren in the 4th quarter, and that'll be it. 28 seconds, 3 timeouts now for Northwestern. Down 49-17. An offense that, for the most part, has done nothing. Lausch finds a man. Picked up 9 to the 27. And they are not hurrying to the line. They aren't going to take halftime here. Or are they? No, they're gonna snap the ball. Thrown out wide. It is caught. He's out of bounds as the half expires. Northwestern kicks off to start the second half. Short kick. Taken by Stewart. At the 10. No blocks. But up to the 22-yard line. We'll take it. So we'll leave the starters in for now. But certainly not going to be as aggressive trying to throw the football, as Edwards will get 3 to the 26-yard line. Although, truth be told, I mean, Northwestern, the reason I tried to throw the ball so much is just because they really like to fill the box here. And, I mean, we have to run into that every time. So it seems. I mean, they just got guys in the right spot. 3rd and 5. Orji over the middle. No. We're going to take off here on the play. Alex Orji on the run. and past the 45 to the 42. One of the runs of the season for Alex Orji. Excellent rush indeed. Two tight ends off to the left side, and Mullings just never really got out there. Some weird blocking by the fullback, Max Bredesen. Behind the chains, and we're going to try and throw for it here. Orji escaping again. Actually picked up a block. Orji down at the 27. Here is Edwards. I don't know where. Our blocking is just gone. I'd love to just be able to run the ball and, you know, get this game home a little bit quicker, but that ain't going to happen as we go deep. Marlon Klein, big hit, knocked it away. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Yeah, somehow.
On 3rd down, he'll
thrown and incomplete again.
They really could have used that catch there.
Yeah, we've struggled with drops in this game. Not good to see. And here is Dominic Zavada. Missed earlier, but this one will be true. Good by plenty.
And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Zavada 1 for 2 on field goals here in this.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it.
All right, so we're going to head back to the sky kick here. Make them return this in theory. Because that got us field position earlier, and it will this time as well. Northwestern will return that to the 14. And here we go. First Northwestern drive of the second half. Lausch to fire again. They have had so much success on those curls. And what was Rod Moore doing? 86 yards. What the fuck was that coverage by Rod Moore, the safety? That's the second time in this game that that's happened. Because, like, that my safety just way overcommits. Like, what's he doing?
I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh,
like the AI just pinches down for no reason and leaves no help over the top. By the time I got Rod Moore, we were basically just parallel on the field to the receiver on that play.
Bangs it through for an extra point.
There have been a lot of short drives in this game, which of course has led to more points than really either of these teams should have at this point. Short kick into the wind, Cole Cabana to the 23-yard line. Well, let's see if we can get back to the ground. I mean, just look at all the guys in the box. Out wide, Khalil Mullings. Not much, 4 yards to the 27. Run a stretch play here to the other side. See if anyone's going to get out there or not. Max Bredesen is the one who does. Mullings a move. And up to the 46-yard line. Better do spin moves. Yeah, there is that. Juke moves working just fine for us here in this one. Here's Edwards. I tried. Why not? We spun right back into the coverage there on that. This play, in a very similar look, scored a touchdown earlier in this game. And it might just do the same here. Colston Loveland again. Touchdown number 4. I don't know what it is about that play where they're just like, let's load the fucking box. But they've done it twice now, and it has resulted in 2 really long touchdowns for Colston.
They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football.
I certainly didn't think it was possible here this season.
Some momentum on your side.
Even with the quarterbacks that we have here in Dynasty that are far better than they should be because of when we started this, we may break the Michigan single-season receiving yards record by a player with a tight end.
Shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one.
I know it's somewhere in the 300-yard threshold. Jeremy Gallen is the record holder. Out wide is Cam Porter, tripped up at the 26.
A little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play,
369 yards is the record held by Gallen.
now they don't have to go deep.
I think Colston Loveland's got a really good chance, even if he doesn't play the fourth quarter. Lausch to fire. They got a wide open man coming across on the drag. That's Kurtz again. Up to the 40-yard line. It's about time to bring some more pressure. I'm sick of these drag routes. Now, granted, we have not done a great job of hitting Lausch really since the first quarter. That one thrown. There's just another curl. I mean, this is a good chunk of their offense right here. It's just these silly curl routes.
Because he got nothing after the catch.
It's curls and drags. I can't say much. I do the same thing. Well, not so much with the curls, but... Cam Porter, no, it's an RPO. Bounced off a tackle, and they pick up 4.
They've done a really good
All right.
job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Mercifully here, this is a little bit of a longer drive. 2nd and 6 for Northwestern from the 43, and down goes Lausch.
From the defense,
Moore and Ernest Hausman, the linebacker, got in there, and it's 3rd and 11.
A week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback.
But really, with the way that our defense is played, I mean, we can't be happy with it, but you would have thought we had more sacks here on the game. Lausch gonna throw it. He has a man wide open, but he hit him in the ass!
board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th.
The receiver didn't know it was coming!
Country talks about getting offenses.
There wasn't anybody within 30 yards!
Bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Yet another
Punt out of bounds.
on the way. Gotta make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
You cannot be sitting.
Getting ready to get that
The receiver just didn't think the ball was coming his way, I guess. Punt goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Here's Donovan Edwards. And Donovan, once again! Big gator for the Don! 85 yards!
touchdown Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued.
That's more like our first quarter offense.
25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box.
I mean-
Still, this guy's been able to find his way.
What else do you want me to do? I called a dive. Right? Yeah, it was halfback ISO.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
That play should not go for that much.
And the extra point.
Nevada's PAT is good.
Onto this huge lead.
And, yeah, we will be taking the starters out when we get to quarter number 4.
On what else is happening in college football this weekend.
I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else that plays this game does this. I like starting my kicking meter when it's coming back from one side over the other. Like, for whatever reason, I usually try and wait until it's on the right side of the meter, heading back towards the center.
I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's Josiah Stewart again.
Defense makes a play.
Sack number 5.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up.
Well, with the game like it is, I can't imagine Northwestern
You just saw another
keeps
example of it.
their main crew in the fourth quarter either. Screen. They got blocks here, actually. This is a big play and a first down for the Wildcats. Needed 15. They got about 18. Second catch of the day for the backup, Joseph Hyman.
First down from the 28.
Bring a receiver in motion. They've done this a couple times. Lausch lost the ball, but he got it back. That is a 16-yard loss. Back to the 12.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
They need to get past the 37 here on this drive.
They get him down after
Here's 3rd and 21.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now
3.5 to go in the 3rd.
has a little bit of space, a lot of
Lausch
time, and those fast
scrambling around. He'll fire it. Kind of sidearm out of bounds. They nearly got there, but Northwestern set up to punt.
hitting over 400 yards.
I mean, I guess at this point, there isn't much of a point in going for it.
This young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive
Short kick into the wind.
coordinators,
Stewart
you're gonna be charged with having to find
into a
answers
crowd
to
and
try
up to the
slow this guy
34.
down. Today we've seen this defense try blitzing.
Lausch is trying. All right, so we need to find plays
None of it has worked. This guy has carved them.
for Colston Loveland.
A first down for the offense.
Orgy back to fire here on first down. And Loveland, for whatever reason, ran a really strange route. Orgy just going to scramble for a first down
The strategy of
up
just
to the
letting
46.
run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive.
I feel like it was supposed to be about a 10-yard route, and then you make your break.
He's looking to throw it.
Loveland is open again. There he is! 335 yards.
He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this.
Yes, we are trying to force-speed Colston Loveland here. First down, Michigan. Loveland again. He's got it again. First and goal to the 7, 353 yards. And yes, on 9 catches.
A lot of throws. That's a lot of success. Just chewing.
Now, this route for Loveland is not exactly ideal for what we're trying to do here. We're going to find him here. He got 2 more. Out of bounds, unfortunately, though.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal.
I mean, I don't know about this. Unfortunately, that route didn't do much of anything. Second and goal from the 5.
Scanning the field. It's Orgy.
Loveland kind of got hung up there. I don't know what that was all about.
Trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's
Oh, you know what? I should have called. Can I audible to it? Can I audible to a mesh? This is good enough. Yep, we did get a mesh play. Good. Third and goal from the 5. Loveland has it! Touchdown, Colston Loveland!
Down Michigan, and the route is on. The offense flexes it.
That isn't the yardage we need for the record just yet. 26 seconds to go. The temptation is there, don't get me wrong, to leave the starters in one more drive as we head into the 4th quarter. 453 yards passing for Alex Orgy. Zavada's PAT is good. That drive was just about all Colston Loveland.
Took only 6 plays, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Tommy Dolman to send it away. Oh, I forgot to sky kick it. That'll be a touchback for Northwestern.
Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense. Headed
Well, Lausch, probably some of his final snaps here of this game.
sidelines in this drive.
Josiah Stewart got free. That one thrown deep. And oh, baby, almost picked off by Will Johnson. You do not see him drop many of those. And you also don't see Johnson tested very much, as he was right there. That's only the second time I can remember him targeted in this game. Quick drag. They'll pick up 8 yards to the 33. And that will probably be the final play of the quarter. Yes, it will. 73-24, Michigan. 3rd down and 2, and as we start the 4th quarter, my hunch was correct. Lausch is out of the game.
Pocket starts to collapse.
They'll just throw it away.
Can't connect on his
4th down for Northwestern, and we'll punt it away. Ryan Holinsky comes into the game at quarterback. Stewart on the return. Some of the greatest space we've had on a punt return all season. Up to the 32-yard line. And Colston Loveland is still out here. All right, we got to find... Oh. Well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted, but... where is Loveland going exactly? I don't know. We'll just get up here with Orgy, slide down at the 45.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a...
Well, we're going to have to settle for a running play, if not a timeout. All right, let's just go in and call our own play so we can get Colston and the rest of the starters the fuck out of here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So, dude. So, that's the first time I've heard that. I don't know if you guys caught it on the
From the 45-yard line.
On the stream, but they actually announced the Slippery Rock score. That was really cool. I didn't realize they did that. Looking for Loveland. He's got it. 368 yards.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the...
God damn it. I'm going to send Morgan out, hopefully clear some space. Play action, Loveland, open again, and he is going to blow the record out. Inside the 20, and that will do it. Colston Loveland with almost 400 receiving yards in the game.
The Wolverines getting set on...
What is happening? I know it's Northwestern, but goddamn. Might as well try and end it with one final touchdown, and Orgy overthrew it. All right, let's stop running up the score. We don't need to do that anymore. Starters will come out when this drive ends. Edwards, nice cut. Got 4 yards. Played well there by the Northwestern defense. 3rd and 6 from the 14. Marlon Klein will motion. And now back out. Orgy on the run. He's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! Alex Orgy, a rushing score. And that'll be all for any of these starters. We could have pulled them a long time ago, but when we knew that the single-game receiving record was up for grabs. We haven't been close to that all year, and I mean, nor should you be. I mean, that record was already insanely high as it was, but Colston Loveland, 2 yards shy of 400 receiving yards in the game, which I do believe might put him over 1,000 yards for the season, which we talked about earlier as we started this game, and we didn't think he was going to get it. He had 600 yards on the year. Well, backups are in. From here on out, here in Week 13, Northwestern might be able to do a good bit here on offense now. But truth be told, these teams are, I think, fairly evenly matched now. Probably. Northwestern on the pass. Oh, my goodness. A sack and a loss of 13, as I still see starters out there, by the way. That was Kenneth Grant. Oh, there we are. Now the backups are in. Yeah, that was a choice. On the run. They got 3 yards. It's 3rd and 20. We're done trying to run up the score. But when the quarter, that's Mason Graham, that's Kenneth Grant. What are we? Okay, so all that work taking the starters out apparently didn't really do much. So we better hope that there's no injuries here on this. No gain there on third down, and that'll be a punt. Bremer to send it away. That's a good boot. Probably his best of the day. And here is a Marion Stewart to the 40-yard line. Well, shoe clock, no doubt. We might not throw a pass. Well, we'll see. Benjamin Hall is the running back. Ran right into the offensive line. I was going to say it looked like it worked here for the offense, but no. Khalil Mullings is in the game. Oh, we never turned on shoe clock. There we go. Well, we will get to see Davis Warren throw a pass. We'll be looking for our usual kick returner, a Marion Stewart here on the play. Warren hit as he fires. It's incomplete. A 54-yard field goal try for Dominic Zavada. Into the wind. Is this even possible? Nope, not when you do that. Not when you do that.
They missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong.
1 for 3 on field goals for Zavada. Well, starters would not be denied here on Senior Day. Over the middle, that's a completed ball. Cut down hard, but already into Michigan territory. Red Wings and Bruins coming up after this, and then that's about all I got in me today. That's a choice. That's a choice there for Northwestern. Business decision, if you will. On the throw, out wide, broken up. Third down and 9 upcoming for the Wildcats. 7:43 to go here in this game.
On the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
Stewart got free eventually. Big hit, ball comes out. Fourth down. Well, a scoreline like this will not be the case next week. What a punt. Is this going to hit at the 5? Oh, bad bounce, though. It is out of bounds, or into the end zone, rather. And that will be a touchback. Here's Benjamin Hall on the first down run. Benjamin Hall had some space there for a minute. A 7-yard gain. But yeah, no, we can start to look forward to the game next Saturday, Michigan and Ohio State. As long as Ohio State handles their business against Indiana, we will have, and of course barring any goofiness from the top 25 rankings, we will have a number 1 versus number 2 matchup. As here is Benjamin Hall, 4 yards on first down. Certainly going to be a fun one. No doubt about it, win or lose. The fact that I'm finally able to do this here on this channel. Cole Cabana up to midfield to the 49-yard line. And so the crazy part about this game is, I mean, we have, let's take a look at this, 900 yards of offense. But it's actually fairly well balanced. Here's Hall again. Not much space, but we are inside of 5 minutes to go here. There's been very little resistance all year, but we haven't faced a team like Ohio State that is just so clearly better than us. Is Benjamin Hall with a first down run to the 33. I mean, in terms of yardage, yeah, and we're actually balancing it up even more here. I mean, they're going to be just right at the same number pretty much. Cole Cabana for 4. You know what? I'll throw Davis Warren a bone. I will let him throw a ball.
Set up a good
Second down and 6. Over the middle, that's caught. First down, Michigan, and inside the red zone yet again.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that's
Able to get to the 2-minute timeout after this play. And here's Hall outside. Can Halls get the stiff arm? Not enough to get to the end zone. First and goal to the 7-yard line. No. Well, and so that's the reason that even when Davis Warren was the starter for Michigan this year, we stuck with Alex Orji. He was just our best chance to win as Hall. We'll go backwards to the 10, but at this rate, what does it matter? We could be taking knees. Truth be told, we probably should be taking knees. I think we take a knee here on this final play. Northwestern ain't calling their timeouts. Well, it'll be 11-0 for the Michigan Wolverines in our first ever Michigan Dynasty. We blow out Northwestern. We've got the game next week to go undefeated in regular season play. And then we already know we are in the Big Ten championship game. And most likely we'll face Ohio State, regardless of what happens when we play them next week. That'll be your final score. 80-24. Michigan is 11-0.
In the emotion of a rivalry game, we did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.